We have Mr. Alok Bilal, who's a former DGP of Uttarakhand. He's joining us on the show. We also have Brigadier Vinod Dutta, who's the former senior consultant at NIDM. Mr. Vimlendhu Jha, who's an environmentalist, is also joining us on the broadcast. And Arya Ghosh, who's a national safety, security and aviation analyst, is also with us on the show. Good evening to all of you. Thank you so much for joining us on the broadcast. Brigadier Dutta, first, I'd like to come to you, sir. What a mammoth operation this has been. 17 days it has taken for us. But everybody is safe. None of the rescue workers so far have been hurt. And God forbid that happens. But how big of a task has been done or is yet to be achieved? Of course, we are yet to have the first worker pulled out. But to be able to make through the breakthroughs that have been achieved so far is no lesser of an accomplishment.
Yeah, good evening, everyone, and let me congratulate everybody, on nearing this completion of this operation. And it has been a very, very mammoth and huge operation, which is nearing a completion because of the coordination of the various agencies, whether they were central agencies or the state agencies. Now, tunnel operations are not very easy, to conduct or to, venture in, because what happens is the approaches are very, very limited. Like other, disaster-like situations where you have many approaches. You have 360-degree opportunities that you can approach the ground zero from any angle. Here, the approaches are limited. The human lives are involved, and you do not know that how the soil is going to behave. And, these tunnel operations are quite unpredictable. So it has been a really very, very big operation. And with the perseverance of the administration, the security agencies, and the armed forces, we have been able to, achieve great amount of success. And these operations, they are time consuming. And because you cannot go totally gung-ho on any kind of, like, two options were taken, vertical as well as horizontal approach was taken. And since the vertical approach had some, challenges, so they switched over to this mine excavators who have been pressed into service. And it is rightly said, हिंदी में कहावत है जिसे कहते हैं ना कि जहां काम आवे सुई कहां करे तलवार. So today these mine excavators have really proved that yes, they can make the difference, and they have done it.
But Brigadier Dutta, I'm also very happy with the fact that the authorities could make that distinction and could exercise that discretion. Most of the experts we have spoken to here on CNN News 18 have pointed out how there was no knee-jerk reaction from the authorities and a very well-sustained, planned, strategized manner in which the state and the central government coordinated multiple agencies, about 8 to 9 of them, working in close coordination with each other. Mr. Alok Bilal, coming to you, sir. The state and centre have coordinated very, very closely as far as this particular operation is concerned. No state government would have been able to do this by itself. The kind of technology that has been pushed in, the kind of support that they have got from the local administration, without this multi-layered coordination, this operation couldn't have been a success. It is yet to achieve its last milestone, but hopefully we are just still there, very, very close.
First of all, I must say that I'm so happy that we are so close to a good news. Having said this, yes, coordination is a very important aspect of such rescue operations, especially where two governments are involved, the central as well as the state government. And I'm glad that soon enough after the disaster struck, it was decided that it will be the government of India who will be having the wherewithal to deal with a huge situation like this. And also because the tunnel is being made by Government of India, it was only right that they should have taken the responsibility of coordination, because the initial meetings were held under the chairmanship of the local district magistrate. Now, some of the officers who came from Government of India were far senior to this district magistrate in their recruitment years. So it was felt that perhaps a senior officer from Government of India would be the ideal person to coordinate. So my feeling is that we could have had, some kind of an escape tunnel even before such a huge tunnel was being constructed. I think in all such cases where you are dealing with the Himalayas, which are very fragile, so when you make a long tunnel like this one, you must also have the escape standard operation procedure in place.
Right.
This SOP possibly was not there. And therefore, when it started happening, everybody was at wit's end what to do and how to go about it. So my own feeling is that escape tunnels could be thought of, and they
Yes.
should have been made. And in all such, if we can take a lesson from this, in all such projects in future, we
Absolutely.
should have this. And secondly, we should be prepared for such disasters in the Himalayas, because Himalayas are friable. We all know it's a young
And the
mountain.
manner in which, sir, the kind of infrastructure creation which is happening in Himachal and in Uttarakhand, safety measures after this accident could be reviewed, once again looked at. On that note,